So what's going on with you and your love life? What's going on is y'all refuse to go outside. Y'all refuse to go outside like a lot of people, are being put in situations and predicaments due to them not being patient with their journey or being patient with what they deserve, or maintaining their boundaries despite the manipulation, the external or the global, the public humiliation, the manipulation from family and friends. Okay. um but honoring your instincts, honoring what you desire for yourself. You guys refuse to go outside, period. Like, y'all are being attentive and being a witness of what's going on around you, okay, and what people are experiencing from their connections and how they're getting put in bondage, okay, with people, or having hardships, or like making permanent decisions that create a lot of unnecessary um struggle and challenges and chaos. And you guys can also be being envied or like there could be projections of jealousy as well, because you've been dodging these type of traps, or just a lot of traps in general, the general traps that are projected onto the public. Okay. um Especially when it comes to binding your energy or binding your soul tie, okay, into demonic ancestries or demonic bloodlines and stuff like that. Like, you guys are very adamant about that not being you, okay, even if that takes celibacy, okay, even if that takes you overcoming addictions, even if that takes you making very serious lifestyle changes, okay. But you guys, it's like the hurt that you've already experienced. And for some of you guys, you do have kids out of these situations. For some of you guys, um, there were some type of hardships that we still experience with these people, but there's still an element of freedom associated with you still dodging something that was like meant to really take you out, or like have you crash out. Like, a lot of people are crashing out or end up in very unequally yoked or trapped in unequally yoked situations and connections, right? Partnerships. This is even like contractual stuff, like contracts, okay. This could have something to do with health, whether that's financial health, whether that's physical health, mental health, okay. Some people end up losing their minds in these situations. Some people end up losing people and things and places that they love, out of these situations, okay. Yeah, so you guys are definitely trusting your instincts here. We got animal instincts. Mm-mm. So there's something about you using aggression in a positive manner, okay. You being protective over the life that you want for yourself, or the life that you deserve, okay. You being protective over the desires of your heart, and not allowing yourself to, not basically selling short, or selling your soul, or um settling for less, okay. And I'm telling you, like, there's definitely been a lot of manipulation, like, around this, like trying to manipulate people into situations that appear like it's going to be good, it's going to be beneficial, only to find out that it is not, okay. You guys, this is what's going on when it pertains to love for you. You're willing to wait, and you're worth the wait, okay. And you've learned by just witnessing the world around you that true love, okay, is worth the wait, okay. And it's about what you do in the meantime, while that is coming into fruition, while that is materializing. What do you do in the meantime to contribute to what you're manifesting? So a lot of people remain hyper focused on just being involved with somebody, getting fucked by somebody, fucking somebody, you know what I'm saying, like keeping up with somebody. More people around us fixate on that more often, or pleasure seeking. They fixate on, oh, let me smoke some, let me drink some, let me go out, let me go here, let me do this, let me fuck that, let me fuck this, opposed to turning that attention inwardly. And this is you guys' energy, okay? And this is why you're going to, or why you have, or why you're manifesting what you truly deserve, or why you're able to be in alignment with receiving the desires of your heart, okay? So never mind the illusions, because that's all that they are. Never mind these illusions. There's something about the divine giving you direct confirmation, giving you direct clarity of, something being set in stone about, the truth of what's going on around you, the truth about that person, the truth about your partner, the truth about your love life, the truth about your wealth and your finances, the truth, okay, about what's ever unfolding for you, okay? Okay, there's something about you moving, something about activity that's significant as well. Okay, moving out energy, not allowing anything to remain in or trapped in your energy field or in your chakras longer than it's supposed to, or if it has been anything suppressed or trapped there. You guys are in this conscious energy of doing what is required to release any suppressed trauma, any suppressed energy. Okay, you're hyper vigilant when it comes to low vibrational thoughts, okay, that is trying to conquer your optimism, that's trying to conquer, you wanting to intensively focus on manifesting, the things that are more in alignment with you, okay? There's definitely something about this energy weakening, okay? Like, either or simultaneously, it's like you're strengthening and blocking this energy out, transmuting the energy, conquering, overcoming the energy, and simultaneously that energy that's trying to project into your mind, trying to, project, into your body or whatever the case may be, is weakening in its strength, okay? It can't really penetrate, or is not able to penetrate your energy anymore as it was once before. Yep, that's what's going on, you guys. So this is a love reading. It's off to a great start. It's off to a great start, bro. So what I'm getting to is how it always goes when somebody is, look, you got the heart confirmation. How it always goes is that it starts off as somebody being a lover boy, a lover girl, you know what I'm saying? And they're so in love and they're doing everything they can, for that person that they're infatuated by, that they love, and they're giving them their all, and, I'm gonna say status quo. Giving them their all, their everything, wanting to be the best partner in the world and prove how much they love that person and how trustworthy and all of that, until that evil energy creeps in. Because something I love to say is that love, healthy love gets attacked more than anything in this fucking world. Like, that's really the target. Love, divinity, okay? Not the toxic shit, but no, real love. You get what I'm saying? And the attack on real love could be toxicity. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah. You guys definitely need people in your life who are aware of this, who understand this as well, who understand the spiritual side of things when it comes to the connection, when it comes to how disharmony is created, how discordance is created, okay, how to reestablish or maintain harmony, the importance of conscious rebalancing, okay? Like, you guys need, or you're kind of diffusing what's being diffused out of your life, okay? And this has everything to do with, your self-purification process and your boundaries that you're putting in place, okay, to weave out, the fakes, to weave out the mediocrity, the copycats, okay, the goddamn separating the wheat from the tares. This has everything to do with your decisions as well, okay, to manifest this. So you guys need a partner. You need people who understand the importance of privacy, who understand the importance of operating out of discernment, okay? Like, let's talk about these dreams. Like, if you had a dream, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I had this dream. Let's talk about it. Like, I dreamed about this person, these people, this place, this thing, that thing. We need to talk about this, and not just talk about it, but, you know, your dreams that you have be honored. You know what I'm saying? And not be mocked. You know, you not be belittled, you know, or dismissed, you know, when it comes to your spiritual gifts and abilities. Like, you need people who, you know, who resonate with that, okay? Who will affirm you in your gifts and relationships. Like, there was this, when they was talking about Sandra, and how her murderer is, I think he has cancer now, and he going through it. The ancestors taking him through there, let's just say that. And how a lot of people misunderstood her because of her spiritual gifts. She was just very spiritually inclined, very sensitive, like hyper aware, very perceptive. You know, she was one of those people that, you know, will have dreams and premonitions about things before it happened. And, you know, she got put on these medications, and you know how they try to do, okay, when people are spiritually inclined, they try to say that something is wrong with them psychologically, and they want to put them on medications to basically place limitations on their gifts or disrupt their gifts and their abilities. You know what I'm saying? But how we know how she passed away. There was a guy who shared a dream that he had, a recurring dream that he had, and how this girl that he had met, you know, that he really started vibing with and like he started dealing with, she had a dream, you know, after sleeping in the bed with him, and they had the same fucking dream, same details. You get what I'm saying? Now, he was somebody who honored his dream. You know what I'm saying? He moved accordingly, and by doing so, he saved his life. In the dream, he was murdered in the dream. The girl had the same damn dream of him being murdered in the dream. His grandmother had a dream of a family member being murdered in the dream, and the clues to let him know that it was him that she dreamed about was the casket color was an odd color, but the color of the casket happened to be his favorite color. So, noticing patterns. You guys have to have people in your circle who also notice the patterns, okay, who don't dismiss this. Okay, let's say you guys do happen to go out, you got, you know, you need to have friends where y'all may go out, or y'all may make plans to go somewhere, and then somebody gets a weird inkling, somebody gets an eerie feeling about something, or about that place, or about that person, about that connect. You know what I'm saying? That should be honored, that should be investigated, it should not be easily dismissed. You know, as you guys being highly inclined, you know, divine beings, you need people in your group. You know, you guys are, the divine is cultivating your tribe and your partner, you know, these type of people who will honor and, you know, take your gifts serious, take your dreams, your visions, your premonitions, those feelings serious. Okay, who, you know, people who believe in the power of instincts. You get what I'm saying? Like, who's going to seek divine guidance, you know what I'm saying, and like really have this high respect and high regard of this energy. You need people who support the foundation of units of, you know, of who you are and how you have become what you become or what you are becoming, opposed to people who are just here to support the external, the flesh, what's on the outside, okay, and not how you became this way or how you gain these things or this place of being or living. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, in relationships or with a partner, like, it's one thing for somebody to enjoy, you know, your sex, enjoy your hygiene, and enjoy, you know, your loyalty, and enjoy your vigilance, and how calculated you are, you know, in a healthy manner, you know, and whatever, okay, how secure, how confident. It's one thing for a person to admire those kind of external things. It's another thing for them to honor how you became that way, or what keeps you on your P's and your Q's. So if this motherfucker, like, oh, like, I love having sex with you, and let's say you're somebody, you don't just give your energy out loosely, because you understand how energy works, okay? You understand how vital it is for you to conserve your sexual energy, or transmute that into what you create, into being productive in life and stuff like that, right? You understand how that's like immediately connected to your wealth, right? You understand how when you have sex with somebody, this person start experiencing abundance and, you know, opportunities and wealth and stuff like that. And you've had, you know, past experiences of people, you know, experiencing these things and then want to abandon you and neglect you, or, you know, make it seem like, oh, it was just them and they didn't take or harvest or harness any of your energy to gain these things, and turn around and shit on you. You get what I'm saying? You need people, I'm gonna say it, you need people like Yada Awakening. You need people like Riza Islam. You need people like Divine Queen Yada. You need people who are aware of their power and the power of energy, the power of frequency, the power of health, having a clean bill of health. Okay, the wisdom behind the highest form of health and wealth, such as herbs and fruits and, you know, just the natural things, okay, the natural world, okay, the natural elements, the importance of having plants in your house. You get what I'm saying? Like, you need these type of people, okay, who are really awoke, who are really present, okay, and are gifts to you, opposed to it just being one-sided and them just benefiting from you being that gift, okay, with no reciprocity. Okay, so just draining from you with toxic behavior. Yeah, nah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is also giving people who are patient through the toxic behaviors. Let's talk about that, right? Because when we're created as like scales, right? Confirmation is 7 people in the chat. Libra energy. We're created as scales, and what I mean by that is yin yang. Depending on your natal, your life paths, your past lives, your trauma, your upbringing, you know, you may be inclined in more elements than the other. Okay, you may be more cardinal or have a tendency to be more cardinal than mutable, or you may have more water than fire, more earth or less earth. You get what I'm saying? And so you have to be even more conscious and aware of basically putting yourself back into balance. You get what I'm saying? um your triggers, okay, the pros and cons to your personality, right? With that being said, you're not going to always be perfect scales or perfectly leveled all the time, okay? Like, it's kind of, it's what's more realistic is kind of like this energy right here, okay? That's like more realistic type shit, okay? But a lot of people are not coming back to here, okay? Most people are like this. That's how most people are with their scales, their yin and yang, their masculine and feminine energy, okay? Opposed to finding balance, okay? And here's the thing, even if your scale goes higher in one or the other, for example, if you are physically in the flesh a feminine, okay, it's okay for you to come up here in your feminine energy. Again, though, we have to keep in mind benevolence and malevolence. So even if you're here, it needs to be expressed in a benevolent form, right? So if you come here as a feminine, your masculine energy should still be in that balance. You know, like where this is the balance, right? If you're in that hyper feminine energy, your masculine energy still needs to be at a healthy level. You get what I'm saying? So that anytime, like, yeah, let me not be too friendly to let me respect that my man and his homeboy is coming over. Let me not, dress how I would normally dress. You know what I'm saying? Let me stay, you feel me? Like, just, yeah. Let me not walk up and through here with some booty shorts on, like, cause men are men. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this my house, and and it's my man, but still, he got his friends over. Let me not walk up and through here with some booty shorts on. That's disrespectful. Because it is. It's disrespectful. What the fuck? And people come up with all kind of excuses, bro. Now, whatever conversation you have with your man about how to carry yourself out in public when y'all together, that's between y'all. That's between y'all. However, personally though, like you just gotta be careful with it. You know, still be considerate. Like if you notice that he may be agreeing, he may agree with it because he loves you and he doesn't want to start any, you know, problems and stuff like that. See, that shouldn't even be a thing, because that's something that's minute. That's very minute. So why does it become a problem? Why does it have to become a problem? You know what I'm saying? In the first place, like, I feel like that's when it's too much. It shouldn't turn into a whole argument. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't go into insults. Like, oh, you're insecure because you don't want me to have my titties out. You're insecure because you don't want me to have this out. And da 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 da. Like, if you confident, you shouldn't care. Anyway, that sounds like an unequally yoked situation. I'm just say that. Now, for the people who generally are okay with that, then that's the kind of person you're supposed to be with. It's really that simple. It's not that you can't have it your way. You just gotta, you know, align with someone else whose way, you know, mirrors that. That's all. That's all. So, let's get to the romantic oracle. You got noticing patterns, okay? That came out twice. This is the love reading, y'all. Let's see what happened. Okay. Hold on, before we do that. There's somebody who loves you, into you, focused on you. This person is noticing patterns. You guys could be with this person. You guys could not be with this person. But somebody, because this is a love reading, they're noticing some type of patterns here. And something unexpected could be happening or unfolding in regards to this person, okay, coming towards you with a helping hand, or coming towards you to bring in some type of balance here, because of, you got mother's touch and a helping hand. Excuse me. Something about you being very helpful in a situation, or being helpful to help them notice some type of patterns about themselves or the people around them, as it pertains to balance or some type of imbalance, okay? You got a telltale triumph. Somebody could be noticing how things are without you, okay? Somebody could be craving your touch. Or there's something about you, like, y'all know that phrase, your touch to something, like something's missing your touch, okay? Even if that's not like physical touch, it's something about your essence or what you contribute, what you add, like something's not the same, okay? All right. You got toxic behavior and an unsolved mystery. Unsolved mystery. So I feel like this is your energy. This unsolved mystery could also be about a love story, okay? There could be like a lot of eyes, a lot of speculation, a lot of anxiety, okay? About how something is going to play out. You got the troubled artist and friendship. Troubled artist. Ooh, oh God. Oh God, look at all these demons. Somebody's name could be Xavier. Somebody's name could be Dahlia or Dahlia. Okay. Somebody couldn't like that flower. Poisoning. So there's something about somebody noticing some patterns in a friendship, a troubled friendship. Or somebody could be an artist or a creative, and they're troubled in regards to a friendship because they're noticing patterns about some toxic behavior here. Maybe this was some type of long unsolved mystery, or I don't know, somebody, man, gone somewhere. I feel like this could be y'all's energy. There's something about you having this secret knowledge, though. You sparked some secret knowledge, or you sparked some clarity here, or some type of rebellion energy. Somebody rebelling against okay, I feel like the reason why I'm getting this with this unsolved mystery, because maybe there's something that you've seen about some toxic behavior that was just obvious to you. But what I'm getting here is maybe somebody feels like, or maybe it's this energy of it's easier to see when you're on the outside, or like when you're not so immersed, opposed to somebody who was immersed, okay, into a friendship here, okay? Yeah, because this is definitely giving some type of manipulation, some type of magic, some type of conjuring. Look at that. Look at that. So, yeah. There's something significant about some strong influence here. This is y'all's energy with the goddamn flashlight. These cards are deep as fuck. If any of y'all read cards or read for yourself, get the Wednesday Oracle, bro. These cards are so deep. And that's literally just the whole essence of how she is, bro. You see how there's one person shining the light outwardly and the other person shining the light on themselves. This is how it's being in somebody's friendship. Like, something that didn't take long for you to solve about these people's toxic behavior, or somebody's toxic behavior, or somebody they was connected to. This could even be like, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Something was obvious, like, oh my god, with secret knowledge. Something be significant about somebody's uncle as well, man. There's something significant about a toxic uncle. This person could be a scam artist. They're troubled. A troubled scam artist. Okay. It says flip your perspective. So, optimist. Okay, optimistic. Your optimism is flipping somebody's perspective. You got Wednesday's necklace. Something about a necklace is significant. Someone could be feeling optimistic about coming towards you. Maybe somebody wants to gift you or bring you something. There could be something significant about flowers. Maybe some black roses. I'm seeing a vision of a box of those black roses. This is somebody who's looking to the past, okay, reflecting on the past. Somebody definitely wants to cater to somebody here. Or you could just be manifesting this. This is something about somebody's instincts. Like somebody feeling overpowered by their instincts, their natural instincts, natural desire for someone, okay? Yeah, with the spark energy. All right, let's get to the romantic tarot. These cards are very beautiful too, you guys. Wings and crowns. Oh, it's so pretty. I wish I can see. Like, y'all see that? Ain't it so pretty? I went in there to get the Wednesday Oracle, and then I seen that nearby, and I was like, well, they're both purple. I might as well get that too. I only had like 6 minutes to decide because the store is about to close, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. Because I've been wanting to get me like a love oracle or something deck. Because the one that I had, yeah, no, I gotta replace it. I don't even want to tell y'all what happened to that, man. You got the stubborn soldier. You could be viewed as this stubborn soldier, okay? There's definitely this energy of people sending, like, this love letter energy towards you. And there's something significant about somebody being stubborn. This could be you. This could be somebody focused on you. This could be both y'all. Okay. Somebody could be a soldier. The stubborn soldier. But this is the Chariot card. So there's something about something is still moving forward. Okay. For this to be the first card to come out, there's something about you getting the love you deserve, being like unstoppable. Like nobody can stop this. Like I had posted this post today, like, you know, take away the name, take away the image, the face, and just focus on, you know, that energy. Like at the end of the day, you're going to get that. You're going to get that. So don't allow yourself to get too overwhelmed or sad about who is going to be, or if it's going to be that person. But if you know that you've sown seeds, if you know you've shown up in your past connections, or you shown up with people, or how you show up with people is in a manner of you deserve love. Like you deserve to be, you know, you deserve to be catered to, because you cater when you're in, like when you love somebody, you tend to cater to the person that you love, or that generosity, that thoughtfulness. Like however you showed up in love, you will reap that. Okay, the only way you can kind of forfeit that is if you fall for the illusions that people are trying to project onto you. 1 2 3 4 on the clock. Those illusions of, oh, I'm never gonna, it's just gonna always be this way, and nobody's gonna love me, nobody loves me, that's bullshit. Those are curses, those are hexes, those are what they want. They want you to curse yourself. Okay, they want you to curse yourself. Those are not your thoughts. Those are not your thoughts. Those are not your desires. So why trick yourself out of your blessing, you know? Yeah. So heavy emphasis on the energy of acceptance. Acceptance, as in, let's be very clear about acceptance. This is not sitting there. This does not mean accepting abuse. Okay, that is not what I mean by acceptance. What I mean is, okay, accepting that this is not a safe environment for me. This person is not safe for me. I'm going to have to get away. I'm going to have to flee. Okay, and I accept that I will get the love that I deserve. I will get that, but I accept that right now I have to be patient. I accept right now that it's not this person right now. You get what I'm saying? I accept that, you know, I cannot be in this environment or associate with these people right now. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not showing up as the love that I feel is most in alignment with me and my joy, okay, and my ability to create and my ability to remain mentally stable. You get what I'm saying? Like, I accept that, okay, but what I'm not going to accept is that this is all that, you know, life has to offer to somebody like me, when I know that I've been showing up, you know, in a high vibration, like a very considerate manner when it comes to loving on others, or, you know, expressing love around me, right? The stubborn soldier. So there's something about being okay with this stubborn energy, or finding comfort in stubbornness. Now, as a Taurus and a fixed sign, y'all know we get a bad rep for being stubborn. And so as a Taurus, and knowing my life and what's reflected back to me, there are pros and cons to stubbornness. It's like what you mean. It's about how that stubbornness is executed. It's about how you apply it. Okay, I'm stubborn about my faith in God. Can't nobody move me with that shit. I don't care what y'all do. I don't care what I go through. I don't care. I don't care what happened. I don't care what's happening. I'm very stubborn about my faith in the divine, about my faith in my spirit team, about my faith in my life. Like, I'm very stubborn about that. And that's just that. Like, that's just that. I don't care who team up together to come up against. I don't care what smear. I don't care how realistic the smear campaign is. I'm very stubborn about my faith in the divine. I'm very stubborn about, you know, knowing that justice will be served. Like, that's one thing that you cannot shake out of me, because I know how I live my life. I know how I live my life. I know what I've seen. I know what I've witnessed. Okay. I know that these are facts. Okay. When it comes to the laws of my eye, I know, the whole thing of you reap what you sow, and there being, consequences for your acts. Like, listen, I'm very stubborn about it. Okay. I'm very stubborn about loving myself. Okay. Why these two cards look the same? Oh no, they're not the same. Oh, you can shuffle these better. I'm getting tired, bro. Okay. All right. What do the people that's gonna watch this video need to see? You got the Sun card, the Knight in the golden armor, and the Magician, resourceful regent. I'm gonna tell y'all how I'm getting this. The Magician and the Sun card. The stubborn soldier, the Chariot. So when you think about the Chariot, there's always demonic energy that's trying to either slow down, put obstacles in the path of the Chariot, slow down the Chariot, hijack the Chariot, okay, vandalize the Chariot, okay, do anything to stop you from progressing, ascending, growing, expanding, becoming freeing yourself, finding that way of escape, right? Keep going. Push the gas on it, motherfucker. Okay? If you gotta brake and then drive, you gotta back up and then rev the engine, keep going. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Drive a donut around that motherfucker. But keep going. This is y'all energy with this stubborn soldier. Like, we gonna soldier through this shit, period. Like, and what's gonna be at the end of that, because I'm hearing like the end of the rainbow, what's gonna be at the end of that? The Knight in golden armor, the Sun, your happiness, okay? And this has a lot to do with manifestation with the Magician card, okay? So, heavy fire energy here. It's giving like people trying to intimidate you with the threat to burn down what you're creating and this, that, and the third, or to exhaust your passion, or threaten you or put you in pain with passions and stuff like that, and you just driving through that fire, okay, and coming out golden. Like, it's something significant about what you're made of. And you got happily ever after. That's what's at the end. Happily ever after in the Sun card. Something magical, a magical ending. Happily ever after. That makes me want to watch Shrek. Shrek movies. I've been meaning to watch this freaking Final Destination Bloodlines. I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna watch it. I keep saying I'm gonna watch it, and then I never watch it. You got the Star card. Look at all this good energy. And the Moon. Look at all this coming out. These are all major arcana cards. Just for you being this stubborn soldier. I'm telling you. The silver lining. The Moon. You said my hair is growing? That's why I'm scratching it? Oh. The fuck? That's what you said? My hair is growing? The Strength card, the Reflected Queen. Yo, we ain't getting nothing but major arcana cards, bro. This is like, this is dope. And look how she's doing her painting. You see how she's painting? She's manifesting this energy here. It makes me think about this old video of this artist who literally did a portrait of this man. Like her, like almost like her ideal soulmate, or she was just like channeling, right? She was channeling and she painted this man and literally manifested him. Like, the same man on the damn portrait, bro, and it ended up becoming her husband. Like, and he turned out to be her soulmate. It's making me think about those advertisements of whoever that man is. Those advertisements on YouTube when they be like, I can tell you who your true soulmate is. Or something about they'll draw a picture of the person and it turned out being somebody that you know, your partner, or somebody that you end up marrying and look just like that person. But heavy emphasis on you manifesting the love that you deserve regardless, okay? And nobody being able to disrupt this or disturb this. You manifesting the love that you want for yourself, okay? Period. Regardless of people and their weird comments because they can't focus on themselves or somehow they become obsessed with you and wanting to, you know, inject you with poisons and yeah, instead of just going on about their business. And not staying in places where they claim they don't want to be, or yeah, this is giving like, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. If I feel like somebody dirty, you ain't about to see me up under that motherfucker. You got Queen of Wings. Is this Queen of Wands or Queen of Swords? Yeah, somebody was just in the chat calling me dirty, but it's like when I responded with transmuting the energy, they still insisted on trying to call me dirty. So I'm like, damn, you still here? Because as soon as I would have felt like, oh, this motherfucker dirty, I would have left. So you just like dirty motherfuckers? Like, that's weird. Speaking of, since we're talking about love, something that's been recurring that I've been thinking of a lot. Y'all know there's people out here who don't even wash properly. And I ain't trying to call nobody out, but I just feel like people don't really clean their ears properly. People skip out on their ears. They don't clean their ears properly. People don't clean their feet and their toes properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's women out here who don't even clean their vagina properly. Yes. They don't clean their vagina properly. They don't clean their booty hole properly. There's a lot of people, men and women, don't be cleaning their booty hole properly. I feel like you deserve somebody that's just as hygienic and clean and hygiene conscious as you are. Shit, period. Because that says a lot about, you know, how much they pay attention to themselves, how aware of themselves that they are. Okay? And I feel like it always seems like those people who be dirty, you feel me? Like, who be dirty like that, they always focus on, they always trying to remove the mote out of somebody else's eyes, opposed to removing the mote out of their own eye, like this motherfucker in the chat. So, maybe that's why I was supposed to share that, because you probably motherfucker with dirty ass ears. Can't nobody lick you in your ears and suck on your ears and shit like that. You probably don't even know what that's like. You ever had, ain't nobody do that to you, right? Probably not clean enough. You feel me? You probably ain't had nobody just, can I suck on your toes? Can I kiss your toes? You feel me? Can I kiss your feet? Can I play with your feet? Okay? You probably don't know nothing about that. I do. Anyway. That shit funny. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. You need to invest in one of those detachable shower heads, love. Clean that booty right. Before you go on here talking about me and my hair, nigga. The fuck? Weird as hell. Oh, I love it here. You probably want them motherfuckers be funky and musty by the end of the day. Like, damn, it's just a day. And let me take that back, but people get offended because I get it. Like, when you moving and you working and shit, you moving a lot, you doing a lot. Yes, you might get a little musty. Yes, but this the type of motherfucker don't even be doing much for real. Don't even really be doing shit for real, and still musty down there by the end of the day. See, I can't resonate with that. I don't know what that's. I can't resonate with that. Why you talking about my hair being dirty? because I scratch my head because my hair growing, because I take care of my hair. Anyway, the high priestess. Okay, all right. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I wonder if she left. I wonder if she's still here. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna leave you alone. You got the seer, the high priestess, and the silver lining is here again with the star card. The tower, the ruin, and the rebirth. I gotta behave. I'm gonna behave. That made me think about this one person that tried to date me when I first came to Georgia, right? And after, trying to get to know me, and I'm like a nature freak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love, especially then, like, I'm a big, like, hiker. Like, I love to hike and stuff like that. Like, I love to be outside in that way. Because he wanted to take me out and was trying to figure out, how to take me out. And so I was like, well, I love going hiking, He wanted to take me to a state park, and I was like, I don't really like clean cut parks like that. I like the real shit. Even when you got to duck under branches and stuff like that. I want to go somewhere that's untouched by humans as much as possible, like nature. So he supposedly took me to a nature preserve, and the lady, it was one of those ones where people, and they're entitled and they feel like they can just come up over here and own the shit and charge people, okay, to be at this nature preserve that was already here before they got here type shit. Now, that's one thing. It's another thing. This bitch was being racist. Oh, this bitch had the nerve to be racist to us. And y'all know what he did? He just cowered to her and was like compliant with her disrespect. And I disrespected the bitch back. Don't you know he got upset with me? I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going out with this nigga ever again. I was like, yeah, you can take me back. You can take me back. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm not feeling this no more. I'm cool on you. Like, you too, yeah. You too much of a punk for me. I don't know. Like, I have a little twang of, like, Malcolm X energy in me, goddamn. Like, no, I need somebody that's gonna be on that RZA Islam type shit in the face of injustice, in the face of racism, in the face of disrespect like that. No, not you scolding me, because my natural instinct is to protect us from this bullshit, from this goddamn devil. Hell no. I'm not for you, sir. I'm a whole empress and high priestess in this motherfucker. Like, no thanks. The fuck? You got 7 Asaurus here as I'm talking about that. And Scranth, they're both here together. Yeah, nah, I can't. No, I can't be with nobody that's weak-minded. I can't. And again, in moments of weakness, if whether either one of us are having a moment of weakness, it's supposed to be some type of balancing with it, or meet me with something that contributes aid or harmony to that moment of weakness. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, this shit might make me emotional to talk about this. Like, I love that Yada Awakening broadcast and post his wife's home births that they do together, okay, and how he shows just the realistic side of what a woman goes through, like, when she gives birth to a child. Like, and when you think about all these women out here, when you think about all these broken connections out here where children are involved, and how horrible women get treated by these men, and I know women treat men bad too, definitely do, but man, like, for the ones who I'm a woman, so I'm gonna speak from the perspective of women. For those women that intentionally conceive a child for a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no freak accident. Even if it was, okay, that still matters too. But for a woman to go through everything that comes with pregnancy, bro, like the pain, and not just the pain, but the whole damn journey, y'all. Like, while the baby is growing and her organs are shifting and her body is changing, her bones, all of that, to the point of delivering or giving birth to the child and the pain, 2 births, the child in the placenta, the goddamn postpartum energy after that, and her being so drained, losing so much blood, like, the trauma of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and having to recover. And, you know, for those women who end up being in those situations where they gotta go back to work, they gotta just go right back to work shortly after, like, when you should be home resting and have support. Like, or those men that will argue with you while you in labor or while you pregnant, or like cheat on you while you pregnant. Like, hell no. Who? Shit. I'll do all the crying and shit that I gotta do right now. Okay, I'll survive these betrayals right now before it get to that. Before somebody get me caught up. You feel me? Hell no. Hell no. I don't give a damn how much bitches try to mock the shit if they contributed to some type of heartbreak in my life. Ho, I don't give a fuck. I thank God ain't nobody get me caught up. Or I thank God ain't none of these motherfuckers who played with me got me pregnant. I thank God. I thank God that I am free to still be aligned with a true divine masculine. That I have the self-discipline, self-love, self-respect. Okay? That I have the awareness and consciousness. You get what I'm saying? Well, I hope not. I hope not, girl. Thank you so much for the blessing. That's a blessing right there. Manifesting. Ain't nobody betraying me. Hallelujah. So mote it be. So mote it be, child. Okay? With the Wheel of Fortune here, girl, you might be on to something. You might be on to something. And you're right. They not betraying me, because in attempt to betray me, they betraying themselves. Because they ain't do shit to you. Ain't do shit to them for them to even be trying to betray me. So you absolutely right. They betraying themselves. See, and this is how I be pissing people off. Because you're never going to win. You're never going to win coming on my territory trying to do something to me. I'm going to tell you that right now. You'll never win. The Tower. But y'all gonna be so mad. Like, I don't, why are y'all suicidal like that? Like, I really don't understand. Why are y'all psychologically and emotionally suicidal like that? Because what you're wanting to see, what you're wanting to get out of me, what you're wanting to manifest, baby, is gonna manifest, or is currently actively manifesting in your own life. And also, you're going to, like, you still come over here creeping and sneaking and geeking and watching it and projecting. You just gonna see the shit that you fear seeing unfold in my life anyway. Like, so if you knew better, you'd do better. But you clearly don't know better. So, but I can understand the confusion, because, you know, I don't feel like I have to bully somebody, you feel me, and, you know, get on people's private shit or come on other people's territory and just do shit to them when I can just go on about my business. But I understand the confusion, and you stand over here trying to do that to me, because technically I am better than you, bitch. Anyway, that's why you here. That's why you want to prove so desperately that I ain't shit, because you stuck with your eyes on me because you feel like I'm better than you. Damn. I understand. The Emperor. The force to be reckoned with. I'm gonna leave it. I wish I can highlight. Can I highlight this comment? Can I highlight this? Yeah, let's pin that comment. Let's give you some attention, boo. Yep. Let's give you some attention from my ancestors. That's them. Get them. Get them. You trapped now, babes. You trapped. You trapped right underneath this chariot, bitch. And you know what? I think I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna back up this chariot and run you over again, and back up and run you over again, and back up a little bit further. Rev the engine and crush your ass under these wheels. How about that? With no mercy. Because y'all be thinking y'all so hard and y'all so cold and no mercy and you just gonna come up here and talk shit, right? You gonna throw that match, you gonna talk shit, right? You so bold, you so courageous, right? Okay, well, be just as courageous when you get that ass mollywhopped. Be just as courageous when you fuck around and lose somebody you love. Be just as courageous when that karma come and destroy your fucking life, bitch. Be just as courageous when you under judgment, ho. Be just as bold. Be just as cold-hearted. That's gonna be impossible. You gonna feel this shit. I think it's impossible. How can you not feel being ran over by the chariot? How can you not feel that? I know y'all doing everything in y'all power to numb yourselves from y'all's misery, but when you fuck with somebody who's a divine being, who doing what they supposed to do, okay, God actually deems it beneficial for this person to be here. But if you out here making things harder for people who are just simply trying to be in alignment, okay, return to alignment, okay, return to balance, okay, contribute some type of health or wealth or positivity to the world, to the environment, to life, and you just trying to disrupt that for your own selfish reasons and selfish gain, who you think gonna survive the... okay. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Is that 6 of swords? It is. Moving forward. Moving along. Moving on to common waters. 101 on the clock. 6 of... what's letters? Let me see what letters is. Let me see what letters is. What is letters? Of course it's communication, but what suit is that? Oh, that's... No. I'm looking at the wrong one. Damn. Is this wands? Because I think pentacles are the crowns. What up, though? Facts. Let your light shine. You know, I think crowns is the pentacles. Because if I'm being completely real with y'all, I know y'all gonna resonate with it. Like, we are very calculated beings, like, in the name of our privacy, like honoring our privacy, and basically playing chess with these motherfuckers. Like, they just be they just be banking on us believing the illusion of whatever situation that they're contributing to, and we be having the truth of it the whole damn time. But we move very calculated because we're basically, playing it as we should. You know what I'm saying? And it just be hoping and praying and projecting and casting and conjuring and shitting and fucking and drugging and all type of shit. Like, just please become unappealing. Please become unalluring. Please become unattractive. Please become powerless. Please. Meanwhile, you're mesmerizing over here in your screen. They want to see what you're drawing, what you're painting, what are you creating. Or this could also be people, they're obsessed over you because of how God just keeps refining you. Okay? Your refinement. I love it. Yo. I got this recovery massage yesterday, bro. I'm still sore from that shit. A deep tissue. I'm still kind of sore from it. But it was needed. Look, and this is, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm trying to understand. Do y'all just be trying to see, like, if we really know what we be talking about? You got 3 of Swords. You cannot project your heartbreak or your betrayal over here. You gotta keep that. You move out of that energy, not us. The fuck? But that's confirmation. So somebody could be writing you a letter. Somebody could be rehearsing or just meditating on what they're going to communicate to you, what they're going to say to you. This could also be you manifesting through prayers. Okay, word magic in a high vibration. Especially when it comes to breaking limits. Okay. Breaking limits about what you manifest. Okay. Completely breaking out and removing all residual energy of poverty mentality. Because I feel like you guys have broken out of that, but there's still people trying to project that onto you. And you can be picking up on that. Yeah. So it's giving High Priestess in the Orisha's tarot. Like, when the elderly lady is sweeping. You know the power of cleaning and sweeping, especially sweeping towards the door, right? That's what it's giving. Like, you're actively cleansing, these projections that people are trying to forcibly penetrate through your energy, through your timeline. You're constantly sweeping that shit out. Period. And I just seen a visual of somebody sweeping dirt and dust out their door, right? And then the wind picking up that dirt and dust and carrying it to the doorstep of your enemies. I'll tell you one thing. If anybody is ever trying to intimidate you, that is an obvious sign that they are intimidated by you. So why the fuck would you respond in intimidation to them? I just feel like if you're actually intimidating, you don't have to go out of your way to intimidate somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't. Like, it just don't really work that way. But if you have to go out of your way to make somebody feel intimidated, you're clearly intimidated by that person that you're trying to intimidate. Y'all not smart enough. These people are not smart enough. They are not intelligent enough. They don't have the acquired wisdom, okay, to combat you. Period. Give up. Just let it go. Like, save yourself. Because that's what it boils down to. The devil. You see that? Save yourself. Save yourself. That's what they really should be thinking about. Like, saving themselves. Period. Because, bitch, you can't do shit to me. You don't have what it takes. None of y'all. Y'all don't have what it takes. You can call it what you want. You can call it I'm not y'all. And I think that's what the fuck be wrong with people. They be trying to perceive divine beings through their own scope of themselves. And it's like, you don't even do enough introspection. Period. Hence why y'all always trying to copy and mimic people. Because you're so focused. Man, that shit is crazy to me. See, shit that these people feel like they gotta do to prove something to the outside world, y'all don't even think or move like that. And this is why you're going to be spared from a lot of bullshit that they don't get spared from. Period. Yep. We are legacy minded over here. Like, what the hell? Give a fuck. Like, that's the shit I be talking about. Come back around 3 more times. Nobody give a fuck. Be careful. Be careful on that next time you come around, bitch, because you might have a heart attack, ho. Try me. Try me. Ugh. See, that's that shit. Bitch, you ain't got to believe in God. I do. It just don't be enough. Like, okay. Okay. Let's focus on... See, and that's the energy. That's the energy. They don't want you guys to focus on love. They don't want you to stay in that vibration. They don't want you to stay in that frequency. They're constantly trying to put you, or they're trying to put divine, like, they're trying to put destined counterparts, one or the other, or both. They're constantly trying to trigger people into fear, worry, anxiety, anxiousness, like feeling like if they do something, if oh my God, if they honor who they are, something's gonna happen, something bad is gonna happen. Like, that shit is crazy to me. But you got temperaments here, the balancing act. Oh, she's holding a lamb. Ace of Pentacles. No, that's not Ace of Pentacles. That's 4 of Pentacles. Since y'all want to spill blood so bad, cool. Hey, you asked for it. You manifested it. So, should have been more careful. So, I don't know why the fuck y'all thought the divine was going to let y'all do that to me. I don't put myself in no predicaments and no situations or nothing like that. I'm not binded to nobody. 111. None of that. I can't stand a fucking bully, bro. I can't stand a fucking bully, bro. I can't stand somebody who think they gonna bully me and be successful with the shit, because my ancestors gonna bully the fuck out of you, bitch. And one thing about it, them demons that you play with, that you letting trick and deceive your dumb ass, they gonna bully you too, ho, and they gonna torment you. So you keep letting yourself be guided by these motherfuckers. I'm telling you. It's not gonna be pretty, bro. It's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well for you. It's like, people don't realize, like, we live in a world, in a reality, in a spiritual reality where people have been struck by lightning out of nowhere and died. Like, people out of nowhere have a stroke. People out of nowhere heart burst. Like, people out of nowhere have an aneurysm. People out of, you know, it's like out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I'm not what y'all used to. I'm not what you accustomed to. I don't give a fuck what you thought this was or what you thought it was gonna be. How much of an easy lick you thought it was. It's not. It's not, and it will never be. Cause I ain't never been pressed to be a part of now motherfucker on this damn earth. That part. As I've said many a times before, y'all are not God. Y'all are not God. Three of Swords. The Empress. Okay, so I see y'all look. I see y'all arranging y'all little hits and stuff. I see that. So y'all didn't learn. Y'all didn't learn when that energy got returned the first time. So let me tell y'all something about y'all. Okay, you got judgment, confirmation. See what this not gonna be. What it's not going to be is, oh, just because y'all family, just because y'all have known each other this such and such amount of time, y'all can come to the baby shower. We gonna have a baby shower for all y'all motherfuckers to come to, or oh, we gonna have this big extravagant wedding for all y'all to attend. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If we identify you as a fucking enemy, if we identify you as projecting any low vibrational energy, okay, at all, had any dreams about you, you will not be invited to the function. I don't give a fuck how desperate you try to get into where the fuck the function. You won't be there. You won't be there. That's why they want to eliminate you. Because they know they're going to be excluded from some type of wealth. Because they act like they can't get some act right. Oh no, you going to respect a dog up in this motherfucker. Or my spirit team going to set it off. And that's just that. You going to respect a dog up in this motherfucker. You ain't got to like me. But if God put me with that person, you gonna respect me, or you gonna get moved out the way. Just like y'all call yourselves moving me out the way. See, that is permission. That is permission. That is acceptance. That is confirmation for my spirit team to move y'all out the way. Y'all want to sit there and y'all want to pay for hits and shit on me or somebody. I bet you can't trust that person that you working with. I bet you can't. I bet you one of my ancestors gonna come up, gonna approach somebody with a bigger opportunity, an illusion of a bigger opportunity, and that person gonna betray you for the opportunity. It might knock your ass off. That's how it goes. Since y'all want to be so gangster, y'all think y'all so gangster, and y'all think y'all bullies, okay? Y'all think y'all, gonna intimidate somebody. Oh, and while I'm on the live and shit, and get me to run in the house. I'm still in the car. I'm still in the car. Oh, God. Anyway. Alright, my food getting cold, y'all. Damn, that's been like 2-3 hours. Yeah, my food getting cold. Oh my God, it's getting cold. Yeah, my food getting cold. No. They did that shit again. I told them I ain't want all their fucking rice. Alright, y'all. I'm calm. I'm definitely calm. They need to calm down. While they running around rushing into their own deaths and towers, like, because that's literally what that is. usually what that is. Dang, I wish I didn't stay out here this long. Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I didn't mean to stay out here this fucking long. I really didn't. Cause now my food kind of cold. My ice done melted. All my ice done melted. All right, you guys. I am about to. I know my videos are weird, y'all. They're weird. They're weird. Yeah. Is that comment still pinned? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later.